Happy New Year's! Happy New
Jesus
Year!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't tell you guys anything. Anyway, yeah, happy New Year's, guys. It's 2024. We survived another year.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Perpetual Backlog. This is episode 154, and yeah, I'm joined by my two perpetual guests, or co-hosts, Dalit.
I mean, you won't be joined by me very often if you keep doing that. I almost fucking died.
And Leek.
Hello.
Dalit, you're weak. All right. I played solo Lethal Company earlier today. All right.
Oh, did you?
I played solo
Absolutely
Lethal
not.
Company earlier today.
Absolutely not.
Hello.
Yeah.
I am.
I was showing Evan. I only got through like I think 2 quotas.
No, I can't do that. I don't know how you all could play that game. So I
It's
don't
not
even
as
like
scary
horror
with people.
games.
It's not as scary.
This is my point. Like I can be brave for someone else. Your boy does not want to be brave for himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, not many people play Lethal Company solo, so
This is true from what I've seen anyway.
yeah, a lot of people, like Henya will do it a few times or whatever, just to be crazy. But she's also kind of not doing it by herself, really, because she normally has anywhere up to like 6,000 to 7,000 people in chat, so it's kind of not alone. I just had Evan with me, and yeah, man, sometimes the Bracken can be really scary.
Yes. Yeah.
This giant red winged thing. Yeah, I imagine so.
It was fun. I was just showing him because he didn't know what Lethal Company was. So, I don't think I convinced him to play the game. But Evan's also an enigma when it comes to video games.
Mm-hmm.
He likes bad stuff, but he also likes good stuff. So
It do be like that, you know.
yeah,
Individual taste.
yep.
What's he playing these days?
What was he playing earlier? He's been playing Monster Hunter World a lot lately.
Let's go.
Aha!
What a guy.
He said he attributed us playing Monster Hunter World a couple weeks ago to him playing Monster Hunter World because he was playing it before us.
Oh, you what?
Yeah, 100%. I'm playing exclusively because of
Evan. Of Monster Hunter World to Steam sales. Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could get the entirety of Monster Hunter World for $20. What a steal!
Yeah.
What a steal that is.
Oh yeah, I think because also Asmongold has started playing Monster Hunter World. All right.
Oh, has he?
Because he watched He watched the Donkey video.
No, okay.
Right? And halfway through the video, he was like, I'm gonna play this game because I said I'd play this game, but I'm probably gonna hate it because Donkey also was like, this game is okay, it's fun, but he's like, it's not me, man, because Donkey was getting mad in the video, he was getting angry.
Be better at video games, my guy, I guess.
Yeah. So Evan was like, oh, he's like, it's nice that I started playing Monster Hunter World, and then you guys started playing Monster Hunter World, and then Asmongold started playing Monster Hunter World. He's like, it's like I inspired everybody to start playing Monster Hunter
even
World.
The people that don't even know you exist.
Yeah.
This fucking guy, I swear.
You know how Evan is. But yeah, I was showing him that. Me and D played a few hours of Grand Brews Legends earlier today, which is yeah.
So you're gonna have to, because I get mixed up in all these. There's so many different Grand Blues now. So what's Legend?
What this is Grand Brews Legend, not
as
Grand
if
Blue
it wasn't
Fantasy.
hard enough for you already.
Oh my god, Brews.
So Grand Brews Legend is a free little mini game within Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. All right, and what it is, it's just Fall Guys, but within the fighting, like you can play as like the little chibi characters of any of the fighting characters or whatever, and you go through a bunch of different stages, and it's just like it's just Fall Guy stages pretty much. But the cool thing about it is, Versus Rising has a free edition of the game. Like, you just play for free. You get access to 4 characters. 3 of them are rotating, and you get pretty much access to almost everything else in the game other than like the story. And you get access to Grand Blue's Legend, so you can just play that mini game the entirety. Pretty fun. There is no party queue, but if you queue up at the same time, it's like a 99.999 repeating % chance that you get in the same game. So because me and D were doing that earlier, and we'd never not gotten to a.
You just queued at the same time.
You just queue right at the same time. Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Just like back in the day.
Yeah, it's like back in the day. What else did I do? I mean, obviously, I played Fortnite over the past couple weeks. I finished the battle pass, or I finished the main part of the battle pass. Also, I'm like level 105 or 106, one of those two.
Oh, Fortnite, yeah.
Yeah. They released Goku Black, so they put Goku Black into the game. Which Goku Black is
still
cool.
Wild.
Yeah. Goku Black is cool and all, but what you get along with him is that you get two weapons, all right? And one is his key sword, which is just like a just key around your hand or whatever, and you use that to like whack away stuff, or you get a scythe or a key scythe. There's just
he does have both of these things.
Yeah, it's just a purple like key, like power up looking like weapons or whatever. It's really cool.
Yeah. I see.
You also get an emote that you can use when you're playing as Goku Black to transform into like Super Goku Black. So that's pretty cool.
Neat.
All that pink energy. Let's go. Yeah. Rose even.
Yeah.
So I was because I was just a plate just wanting to veg out basically, and I was watching the stream. They were playing Fortnite. Then they went into Fortnite lore videos.
Oh god.
Fortnite has lore. It has story.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it apparently does.
Does it though?
What? Yes.
Yeah. Like esoteric.
Like things actually happen.
There's a
that
story.
mean something in this game.
Yeah. Well, so the Fortnite is split up into chapters.
Yep.
So right now we're on Fortnite chapter 5.
I just thought that was a cheeky way to explain different seasons or something.
No, because their seasons are within the chapters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you like there's like this warlord or king or whatever, and there's like different universes that come together, and there's a purple cube. The cube is bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like a game from Reboot? God, I feel old asking that question.
Like
so,
there's a reset, there's blah blah. I don't know. God.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit within it. I mean, and some of that story like crosses over with. Remember the year when they brought in Thanos, or whatever. There was a whole like story event with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is comics as well.
Does that imply all of these crossover characters are actually bringing a story with them that is impacting the game long term?
No. Most of the collaborations don't bring a story in with them. It's the ones that like have like huge events that set apart a chapter.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was today years old when I found this out.
Yeah. Needless to say, I ended up just my eyes just glazed over.
I think that's entirely understandable.
I finished a video game. I did
Nonsense!
What?
You don't do
Get
that.
out.
You don't know
Not
how to
on
do
this
that.
podcast anymore. This is perpetual, not final.
I did it before 2024.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I see what this is.
Yeah, I completed Cold Steel 4
Aha.
English. Yeah. It's it took me 3 straight nights of playing cuz that final chapter is fucking long.
Yeah.
But I had a pretty easy time doing it. Like the longest bit was the cutscenes. There was a bunch of like side missions that you had to do, or side quests, because you have to do all of the side quests in the final chapter in the finale to get the good ending. So yeah, did that. Took me 3 straight nights to do it.
So you've played the Japanese version as well,
Yeah.
and you had that, like, you used the translation for it, right? The fan translation.
There was a spreadsheet fan translation of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you compare with this English version?
I learned some things.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah. I learned. I mean, I learned some spoiler things. That I don't think that I picked up on when doing the when reading through the fan translation.
Mhm.
It was there's a character that isn't in the game. That's it's a lore character. And he created the technology that the characters use in the current day. Um, he was brought up by a couple of the bad guys. Um, in after one of the boss fights, and I didn't realize they had said that in the Japanese version, but like they had mentioned that this person had also been like um not shackled by the sight of the world or whatever. Because I also learned, because I didn't realize it in playing through the Japanese version. That apparently, they had confirmed that the Earth is flat, pretty much.
Oh no.
Um, the so apparently only the Zemurian continent exists on this world that they live in,
Mhm.
and they've always they've always stated that like the goddess Adios had created the world or whatever, had created this world and all that stuff. But they had recently confirmed in that game that if you tried to fly your ship across the ocean or whatever, um like from like either all the way east or all the way west, um there would be a certain point in time where you would just not progress
Mhm.
any
Oh.
farther. So now that makes a lot more sense to me, considering what the final game is called. Well, it's not the final game, but considering what the next game that comes out this year is called. All right, which means uh, uh this place we all live in might be fucked. um, it's God. The character that they mentioned had apparently came across a prophecy at some point in time that the Zemurian continent would would end in a certain year. Apparently that year is coming up in the future games. So there's apparently some fuck shit going on, and it just kept like what is it kept confirming that like there is a outside world from the current Kiseki world. So
Oh.
I need to now I need to like actually complete Reverie in English so I can see what they talk about there. But that one might not be there might not be as much of a difference because Reverie was done wasn't done as fast as Cold Steel 4 was. Cold Steel 4 was done in like 3 months. The fan translation for it was.
Oh wow,
So,
that's
yeah,
a hell of a turnaround.
It was one person too.
Oh wow.
They
Well done.
were not sleeping.
Yeah, Kitsune. I don't know how he did it, but Kitsune did it. Obviously, like I said, they probably cut some corners, because to get it out, because the game came out in September of 2018, I think, in Japan, and it the fan translation was done within what was done by, like, I think Christmas that year. So
Yeah, they would have had
yeah,
to gone through all the different routes.
there's like 30 to 40 something thousand words or
Oh,
lines of text in that game. So yeah, it's pretty rough. So yeah, I'll need to go through Reverie and then to see that, and then what is it? Fucking Kuro 1 should be coming out this year as well. So I'll be able to get my hands on that because I completed that in Japanese as well. So with a fan translation, but that fan translation actually took a while to do, so there might not be too much of a difference from there because I feel like there may have been some probably not as many corners cut with it. Outside of gaming, I can talk about what happened at Christmas.
okay.
Yeah, do tell.
I worked Christmas Day. So that was
that's
nice.
less
Oh.
exciting.
No, it was I only worked 1:30 to 6, so it was a very short shift.
Oh yeah, that's not too
Because
bad.
we closed at 6 that day. I got a sword for Christmas.
Okay, you have to tell us about this.
All
Sword.
right, yeah,
I
that's
saw
going to
this.
need some elaboration.
Please,
My
I saw the photo. I was like,
my parents were in North Carolina, and they were at some like place that sold like a bunch of random shit. Like there was like it was like they sold some stuff, and then the rest of it was like nerdy shit or whatever. And so they were like
yeah.
looking around and stuff. My mom apparently saw this sword, and my dad was like, looked at the price. He was like, go get it or whatever for him. All right, it is a replica of a Freemason sword, Freemason longsword. All right. So I'm out here being part of secret organizations now.
Well, you can LARP it now.
Illuminati points.
It was very, very, indeed, very random. What the hell?
Yeah, it was wild seeing that pop up. Hey,
Yeah, I was like, because my parents told me to open up that present last. All right. I was like, okay, all right, that's weird. And I already
gotta
knew.
know. I gotta know. Did they make
What?
it sword shape or did they put it in the box?
No, they put it in a very long box.
oh man, that would be great. Is that a sword, or is this just very clever wrapping?
Nah, I mean it's pretty heavy too. It I had already known what like some of my presents were because the only thing I asked for was a list of computer parts. All right, and one of the boxes there was definitely the shape of a computer case. So I already knew one of was the computer case that I asked for. But they also got me the motherboard as well. So I have the same case and motherboard that Dalit has now.
Let's go.
I only need I think I only need 4 more parts for a computer. But yeah, and they told me to open up that like this box, and I was like, okay, well I know that one's the computer case, and then I opened up the motherboard one. And I was like, okay, I was like, what the hell is this long ass box? And so I opened it and then I like dumped it out. It was like bubble wrapped and everything. I was like, you guys got me a sword? I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's pretty
Did they
cool.
get you a fedora too?
No. Dude, this is
Yeah.
a long sword, man. All right. Fedora and neckbeard wearing people don't wield long swords. They wield fucking. They wield like rapier shit.
Well,
Fair,
and yet you still
fair,
will
fair.
actually just there.
Well,
Well, actually.
actually.
You did just well, actually, me. This is fair.
Yeah, that was on purpose, all right. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool sword. I mean, and it has like the Freemasons emblem on it and everything like that. And I was like, when I looked at the emblem, I was like, you guys got me a Freemason sword?
Funny. Did your parents know it was a Freemason sword?
My dad did, yeah,
Yeah.
because he knows all about it as well.
Oh, we can have nice long chats with your dad about it.
Well, no, I mean, and by he knows about it, I mean he's also watched National Treasure, so.
Ah, okay.
So yeah.
Well, if Nicolas Cage turns up, let us know.
Hey man, I watched that movie Christmas night as well.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it. My brother got me some manga, and that was pretty much about it. Yeah, that was pretty much my 2 weeks. I think
What'd you get up
pretty much
to?
everything.
What'd you get up to, Lee? Tell us,
I
because
was
you had a very
course.
special first. I know that.
Oh, did I?
Well,
Well,
okay,
Japan as a whole did.
Well, she really didn't. She lived on the east side of Japan.
Oh,
This
no,
is
no,
true.
no,
This is
no,
true.
Oh my god.
We'll get to it though.
Oh my god, poor Japan. Okay, I'll get to that. All right.
Yeah, but the happy stuff first.
So, still in 2023, I had the gloriously lazy Christmas and
What
New
a
Year's.
fantastic thing to hear. I'm happy for you.
Oh yeah, because I just really like being a sloth, so that's excellent. I got to do that. All I did really was play video games, eat a lot because I got paid just before the holiday, so I basically stuffed my refrigerator full of food I really wanted to eat. I bought raclette cheese. I've always wanted to eat raclette cheese. That was my Christmas present. Yeah. What did I do? So I started playing Monster Hunter World as well.
Hey.
I haven't got that far into it. I've just made Palumi into an airship.
Let's go! Yeah.
She's part of the 136,000.
Uh-oh. I am part of that statistic, yes. What else did I do? Gleeful Company. I played Final Fantasy 14, did the Christmas event and the New Year's event. In that, I still need to continue the main story patches though, because I have realized that they're basing them off Final Fantasy 4.
Yeah. The raid series, was the raid series based off Final Fantasy 4, or was it
it's the no, not the raid series. It's the
World of Darkness
Primal,
stuff.
The Primal
13th. Yeah.
But yeah, that is based off of Gold Massacre, so yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited to get stuck into that even more. What else? What else did I do? I've been faffing around in RPG Maker.
Did we get to play your game?
No. What I did was I made like a game for like a birthday card game, but then I also did like, I don't know if you know Sci-Fi. He's a streamer. They had like They had their own version of the Games Awards, and they wanted people to make fake adverts for it. So I made a fake Fortnite one in RPG Maker. Because as we all know, Fortnite was bloody flooding the gaming awards with all their shit. So I did a parody of that. Basically.
Yeah, they really did.
Yes, I felt very nostalgic messing around with RPG Maker. I've been messing around with that shit since, was it the Windows XP version? Oh my god, it's been a long time. What else? I think that's really it gaming wise. So lazy wise, I was a sloth So yes, as you mentioned, Christmas Day in Japan. Holy heck!
Oh,
Actually,
Christmas Day. What? I
no,
misunderstood.
sorry, New Year's Day. I'm sorry,
New
New
Year's
Year's
Day.
Day in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, New
I was
Year's
gonna be
Day in
like, I
Japan.
didn't hear
Holy
anything about Christmas.
Oh no, sorry. I'm half tired. So New Year's Day in Japan. Holy heck! Actually, during us playing Lethal Company together, it started wobbling.
Oh
Yeah, yeah. It
no.
was while we were
Uh,
playing. Yeah.
yes, it was. It was like 4 p.m. my time, and it was a wobble. My phone was going off because I get notifications. And for me, on my end of Japan, the west side, the east side, sorry, it's not so bad. But it was an unusually long wobble, which usually means something is up somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah, so I was getting a bit whoa motion sick, but it's okay. It's only little, so I kept playing. Didn't mention it because I've learned over the years no point mentioning an earthquake unless it is a serious one and I have to hide somewhere.
Right.
And it just upsets everyone else, you know? But then, looking on the news later, I was like, "Oh, shit. West Japan? Oh my god." So I was,
Oh,
like,
fuck.
messaging my family, "Don't worry. The BBC News, it's nothing to do with where I am." You know? So, yeah. So, west side of Japan, there was a big earthquake. It was, like, Shindo 7.
It
But
was
they went
7.4.
magnitude-wise, yeah, magnitude-wise, because Shindo is different. Magnitude-wise, it was 7.5. That's a big earthquake.
It was
Mhm.
It's
huge.
that's a
It was
big earthquake.
massive.
Yeah, yeah. So,
I got
um,
really worried until I found out that it wasn't actually near where I thought you were.
yeah, luckily it isn't. It's actually in a place that rarely gets them. I mean, that side of
Oh,
Japan, it's like the middle of like, the length of Japan, but I think that area, the last big earthquake in that area was more like inland towards Kobe, because that was a big one
Mm.
then. But this was like on the coast, so we also got tsunami warnings because of that. Luckily, there wasn't anything too serious that wise, and all the like nuclear power plants in that area, they're fine. Everything's fine. Unfortunately, though, shake wise, yeah, there was some fatalities. I think currently under 100, but that's very unfortunate.
it's always sad.
Yeah, yeah. But like for the size of the earthquake, though, like big mention to how good the freaking infrastructure and shit for
Yeah.
housing the stuff in Japan, because it could have been a lot
Mhm.
worse if it was in a different country.
No, honestly, if that hit here, it would have been an absolute terror. I didn't perhaps see as much of it as I could have, but I did see that a lot of the damage was streets were cracked and maybe a couple of buildings toppled, but I didn't see
Yeah,
any of the destruction that I would have expected to out of like a US hit.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So yeah, no,
yeah.
absolutely
So
big props to the JP infrastructure.
yeah, seriously. They're having some trouble getting like emergency services to the like. There's like a strip of the island that goes out to sea, and it's harder to get services that way because the
Right.
roads are damaged. But yeah, so far it could have been worse. It's yeah. So lots of thoughts towards the folks over that way. But then, holy
Yep.
fuck,
Yeah,
the
I know what you're
bloody
about to talk about.
Boeing freaking fire. It, what seems to have happened, as far as I can tell, is that there seems to be like some air control, like misinformation or something, or miscommunication. Sorry, and the Boeing passenger plane landed, but then smashed into a coaster plane. Uh,
Coast Guard
that
plane.
was
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, the
I
Coast Guard
miss
crew,
this.
most of them passed away, sadly.
Mhm.
Luckily, everybody, 300 odd so people on the passenger plane were completely fine and got out.
Yeah.
Because everything
The
lit on
size
fire. It
difference?
was fucking
Oh,
scary.
oh
Yeah,
I'm
no.
assuming that's what it was.
the Coast Guard plane like caught fire and like was like almost completely destroyed.
Yeah, and the passenger plane caught fire too, but everyone managed to get out, like everybody and the crew and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was like literally. Now, There's a saying that disasters come in 3. I'm like, no, they've already had 2. That's enough. Stop
No,
it.
like, let's not actually say that, because the logical third
Ugh.
disaster plays off the first, and that worries me quite a lot, because 7.4 is a big shake, and I
Yes,
don't
it
want
is.
that. I don't want.
It's scary. Now, well,
Yeah.
usually what happens is there is aftershocks, and sometimes they are as big as the first one, but
Yes.
over time they do die down.
Well, I'll be honest, that's not what I was hinting at, and I don't wanna say the word out loud, but when you shake the earth, you shake the land, you shake the water.
Oh yeah. Well, the tsunamis that had happened already with that earthquake. I think Joey said it was like there was like a meter tall tsunami that hit
Yeah,
the
yeah.
West
They
Coast.
were worried
Okay.
about like 3 plus, but it was only a
Hmm.
meter and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I wonder if that's because I don't know. I don't understand how water dynamics work. Is it because the earthquake happened in Japan that it wasn't so bad and the waves didn't travel any great distance?
it might be depending on like the layout of the island and
Mm,
where the
mhm.
water is at the time. Like, there was they well described what was happening as like when you slosh water in the bath.
Hmm.
Just
The
so,
waves,
yes.
yeah, the waves got caught between like a sticky out leg bit. What do you call those? It's like a
Yeah.
panhandle, Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And between the mainland, so it was like swishing around a little bit. I think South Korea and stuff got some warnings set off as well because it's the Sea of Japan between those two masses. But
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
the tsunami was much lower than they thought, which was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I immediately saw a video from Joey and I was like something else or whatever. And he talked
Mhm.
about the whole Coast Guard plane. And
God, that was
he was
fucking
also like
insane.
this is not a good start to the year.
It really isn't. It's like, holy shit.
Not to be super down on that, but that makes me particularly worried. I don't know if it's the case in Japan, but in America, the air traffic has been really sketch over the last few years. And whilst we've managed to avoid having any major um, crashes, uh, we have had hundreds and hundreds of near misses constantly.
Really?
And
Too many
I,
planes.
I just assumed, yeah. Well, no, it's not even just too many planes. It's that it's an understaffed sector.
Oh yeah, yeah, it
Mm.
is.
So it's literally people having to do too many jobs at once. Like, this is not a job you should be wearing multiple hats for, to be
No,
honest.
you need to be wide awake.
Exactly. So when you're burning at both ends and having to mind more than one little section, I imagine if it's bad here, this probably is a bit of a reflection that it's bad in multiple places. Though, to be fair, this happened during already a bit of a crisis, so it
Yeah,
might have
yeah,
just
yeah.
been an oversight. I don't know. Can't
Yeah,
speak to the
they're still
Japanese.
investigating exactly what went wrong there.
That is absolutely terrible, though. My heart
It
breaks
is.
to hear it.
I'm just
People
so
going
glad
out to
for the
help people
passengers
and
though,
losing their
'cause that
lives.
yeah,
Yeah, that could have been much worse.
holy shit, yeah. So, Japan that's Japan news.
But yeah, is there anything else you want to mention before we just end on that? Because you
Uh,
know,
oh, I mean, actually, I don't know. I think that's all I've been doing. That's all my news. I had lots
to
of
be
people.
fair,
Uh-huh.
I am happy that you were able to goof off and relax. Because I don't know if everyone else knows this, but you always seem like you have to do so much, and I worry.
No, thank you. No, no. I mean, I'm not one of those people when they have a day off they plan something to do outside. No way. I
No, when I
use
have a day
all
off, I
my day
lounge
off
around.
time to lounge.
Yeah.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
That's how I am.
Yeah, so yeah, yep. I liked my sleeps. So sleeping,
That's very
lots
good.
of sleeping.
No, no, God bless you. I understand that. I did a lot of sleeping today, as a matter of fact.
Hmm. Good, good. We yeah, sleeping is good. Sponsored by
Correct.
sleeping.
Sponsored by sleeping and, if possible, pizza.
Yes.
Well, dollar.
All right. Yep.
I suppose it's my turn, hey?
Yep.
Well, so for holiday stuff, I'll start with I played Gamer Santa this year.
Right.
I
you
bought
did. You did play.
yeah, I bought 3 or
did.
4 copies of Near Remnant for people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
Near
bought a couple of
Replicant.
copies. Oh, sorry, not Remnant. I'm sorry, Replicant. You are correct.
Yeah.
I bought 2 copies of Sea of Stars.
Yes.
One of them was for Leak.
Yes.
I bought a copy of Project Triangle, a copy of Viewfinder, that was for Aqua,
Mm-hmm.
and a copy of World for one of my mates. I definitely did not have the money to do this, but games are an easy gift for the folks I surround myself with, and I love them to pieces, so I don't mind putting myself a bit behind.
That is very kind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and honestly, like,
Never got to talk about that.
Games are one of the things. Given the world we live in, money is always tight, and so I can imagine a lot of people put off getting games that they want. And I could ask them what they want. I could get them something meaningful. I could go get them or I could just hand out a bunch of gift cards to Amazon and make it so that they can go buy something they need. But this seems like a nice way of getting something that I know that they want they otherwise wouldn't get for themselves. So, that's my little thing.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking because I think Aqua did start a Perpetual gameplay channel, right?
Yeah, we do have
Yeah.
Perpetual Backlog plays, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was thinking of using the Sea of Stars for that. I'll just make
Hey, let's go. I think you're gonna really enjoy that game.
Yeah, if it's likened to Chrono Trigger, hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as for that,
it's very inspired by it, yeah.
It wears it on its sleeve. It's very obvious pretty much from the start. I have to thank having like the $10 for Game Pass to figure that out. Otherwise, this was a game I probably wasn't going to play either.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was like the Santa portion. When I took off my little hat and I sat down for food, this was a spate of barbecue holidays.
Hey.
It was myself, my father, and my aunt this year, which is usually a bigger thing, but deaths and COVID and all of that we just decided it was going to be us. Just going to be the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were tired of ham and turkey. And I don't have strong feelings about ham or turkey. So I was like, yeah, sure, what do you want to do? And they're like, let's do barbecue this year.
I was like, a good idea.
Absolutely, yes. So it was 3 barbecue holidays back to back to back. Christmas and New Year's. And I had many ribs. I had many short ribs. I had much chicken in all manner of sides. And the cornbread was so good, I'm going to make it yet again because it's that good. It's what it is. Yes, look, it was really good.
Nah,
I've gotten so used to being lazy about the cooking as of late. Like I still do it, but it's just not been like the best food. This was so good. But I had some work over the holidays, so it was all work from home, which allowed me time for games, which was great. I have to make a bit of an addendum to something I said a while ago. I went back and I messed with the Tekken 8 demo some more for various reasons, one of which I will not cover in this.
Yeah.
Despite knowing it was going to happen. Yeah. So a couple of apologies here. The arcade mode was not what I thought it was. When I saw arcade, I figured like it was just going to be 8 rounds of versus CPU.
No, I had a story to it, man.
No, it's this little, like you're going to arcades and you're messing around with people's ghosts. It's still not what I would want to play, but this is a mode. This is a mode, a full ass mode.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's fine. I still wish we had more than 4 characters because, I don't play Paul, Jin, Nina, or Kazuya. I can play Kazuya, but I don't have the execution for him. But
I want to play Kazuya.
No, I would love to play Kazuya. It feels really good to do Kazuya things. I just don't have the execution for It physically hurts my wrist to do. I still like. I at some point maybe I'll put Parsec on and we'll do some online stuff. Because that was I wasn't aware of that at launch. It definitely does work now.
Oh, sweet.
I still really like how this game looks and feels. Like I hope this does well competitively, as many of the changes to the characters have been met with, I guess, somewhat predictable blowback from various character mains.
Yeah.
Like if you change someone's character, they're just gonna have something to say about it. I hope it's as simple as those folks finding another character that better suits them. But I do worry it's a sign of something bigger, because this game has been streamlined, not in like a Street Fighter modern kind of way. Just like the idea of how the game works has been somewhat changed with the heat system and some of the move adjustments.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure right now, as I don't play at a high enough level to really say much on that. I find the changes to be kind of nice because it does at least let me play okay with characters I have absolutely no knowledge of. Regardless, we'll find out soon enough at the end of the month when the tournaments start up, because this game launches on the 26th.
Yep.
Yeah, the 26th.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Other than that, I played Monster Hunter World. For you first. Yeah, I wanted to go back and play through like the best story in the series. Like World story is fine. For You story is the best. It was funny. It's funny going back, right? It wasn't as hard as you might think. I mean, I guess after so many years of playing in the old style, the body just understood.
I was surprised how easy the clutch claw makes things. I've got so many, like, those like kill shots with the clutch claw. Like,
just chucking piercing rounds. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, funny enough, like I guess it's because like I've played since 2G. Like Freedom Unite, really. So I guess like I just was able to bounce back pretty quickly. It doesn't feel that jank. But I also am like really biased against this game. Felt great to like beat up on my boys, Gore and Shigaru. But I didn't play through like the meat of the game. I just went through the story. It was really nice. I still like it. I genuinely hope the story in Wilds is better. Because the idea of World is really good. I like that we're so ecologically focused.
Yes.
But there was something about Gore Magala bringing a frenzy virus, like something that ecologically was a problem. That was really cool. And I'd like to see something to that scale. But I did eventually go back to World. I'd started the new character a little while ago. I'm still grinding through the grinding lands. I'm to 70 MR70 now, so I'm not doing like the true end game. No Runa, no Gigante, no Fatalis. It's currently Alatrion and the Metal Wraths. I'm getting my my Golden Rathian Gunlance? Yes, that's what I'm going for. And yeah, it's just mindless grinding. I could like it's monster game, and World has taken that to the next level. I'll happily be here. I'll probably be 100 the next time I sit down, because at this point, levels are flying by. And something that I started yesterday, like literally yesterday. I technically only started playing it this morning after midnight. I'm going. Yeah, as of yesterday, it's time to head back to Night City. So I'm back into Cyberpunk 2077. I haven't played through the DLC yet, so
no.
It's about time. I played through the vanilla games a few times, legit. So it's time
So you
to.
got the expansion.
Yeah, so I picked up Phantom Liberty, and now we're gonna go through the game with some shenanigans. I spent a lot of last night modding in like 17 to 20 mods for 4 visual changes, because that's just what we have to do, apparently. It's easy enough. I'm just surprised how much you have to do to get this started. But it was simple, and now my V looks the way I want it to. And I get to get into the game. I will be starting at the beginning. I deleted a lot of my old save files. I have like one save file for my old run through just for keeping, but I'm going to go through the whole game again. It gave me the option to go to Dogtown, but I was like, no.
Yeah, because
No.
Phantom Liberty like changed a lot of the mechanics and stuff, right?
Yeah, all of 2.0 was like a major overhaul to the system,
Yeah.
so I want to get well familiar with what's changed. I imagine it'll be pretty simple to pick up, but yeah,
It's
of
actually
course.
it's actually not too much.
Oh, okay, that's
feels,
good to hear.
So it feels like it's changed, but it's like not really changed. I guess it just feels better. Like definitely
Yeah.
if you were wanting to do like a melee build or whatever, you definitely have more options for a melee build. It doesn't feel particularly like groundbreaking what they did with it, but there are some extra options. I still don't feel like it's any too much different than base Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but I mean so for me that's good to hear. Because whilst Cyberpunk was disappointing to me at launch, it wasn't disappointing for me at launch because the game was broken.
Yeah.
It just didn't give me like the Cyberpunk story that I wanted. That's all it is. I think this is a very, very capable game.
Yeah.
On PC at launch. It had some issues, but I knew that those were going to be worked out. And with everyone finally praising this game and a bit of historical revisionism happening around it, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I'm hearing a lot of things that I think just aren't true about how people felt at the start. I look forward to seeing what they were able to do to change people's minds. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have a sidearm. I'm gonna have a little 9, and I'm gonna run around and be stealthy and shoot the baddies.
Yeah, I wonder if they fixed melee.
I still don't think. Yeah, no. Melee is good now.
Oh,
you
good.
can also
okay.
you can deflect bullets and shit now.
Yeah, that seemed to be like a major focus, was giving that option.
Stealth doesn't seem different.
I mean, to be fair,
I think stealth still kind of sucks in the game.
Stealth worked for me before. I imagine it'll work again. When I say stealth, I don't mean like be a ninja and never get caught. I just mean I'm going to get an advantage. I'm going to take out like 3 guys before I have to actually worry about ducking for cover.
Yeah, I mean,
what about
you were always able to do that? Yeah.
What about cyber psycho stuff?
I would be very interested in this because I have apparently the wrong take about all of this as far as Cyberpunk goes. So Edgerunners kind of messed up my thoughts on this. When I played through this game, however long it's been ago, cyberpsychosis didn't feel real. Like, A, because we could trick ourselves out however we wanted. B, because the maelstrom exists. Like, they have completely modded their entire bodies. They are more machine than man.
Yes.
And because I think I misunderstood a particular set of quests. There were quests to specifically go deal with cyber psychos on behalf of one of the fixers. And it seemed in most, if not all cases, they were just people suffering from PTSD from the corporate wars.
Right.
And they were decked out and they had some high-tech chrome, but they weren't like Maelstrom decked out. Like they weren't more metal than flesh. So I felt like the game was telling me cyberpsychosis isn't real. It's a scam that the corporations use to cover up the bullshit they put these people through, so they have an excuse to kill them and get rid of the evidence. But then Edgerunners came out, and cyberpsychosis was very real in that. I'm like, well, fuck me.
Yeah, like I almost never got that cyberpsychosis was like just PTSD from wars or something like that. Because cyberpsychosis was a thing even before. Like,
yes, it is actually a thing in the game that in the board games that they want you to worry about. It was, I don't even know if it was like actually well fleshed out so much as it was a limiter so that you couldn't make an actually crazy robotic character. Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get.
But yeah, no, Edge Runners was like, yeah, no, cyberpsychosis is
Like,
an
no, this
actual
is
thing.
just straight real. This is straight
Yeah.
real,
Yeah.
and there are consequences. So I was like, well, all right, maybe I didn't understand. So I'm gonna go through it again. I'm gonna pay more attention this time.
And
Okay.
you can go into like a type of cyberpsychosis thing. I haven't like ran into the like I haven't put too much chrome on me to actually like break the meter yet.
Yeah, the
But
humanity meter. Okay.
that's because I kind of wanted to get through the game first before like messing around with that.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
I don't
Yeah,
know
absolutely.
how fucked cyberpsychosis is gonna actually be. But I still haven't done, like I haven't went through the entirety of the DLC yet. So, that being
Yeah,
said,
and I
whenever I
plan
do
to.
that, I can go through the DLC and then immediately go to the end because I started the
Right.
DLC at the point of no return. So
I think that's my plan. Like, I don't think I'm gonna go in when I initially get the call. I probably will just play through, get a couple of the trophies that I either missed or got cheated out of because the game was kind of buggy. Looking at
Mhm.
you and NCPD scanner. Um, and then yeah, I'll go and I'll just do the DLC in one fell swoop. But
yeah,
like I said, I literally just started. I have to go rescue Sandra Dorset, which is quite literally
the
mission
first mission.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because like the first mission is, hey, what's your life path? Um, I guess I also technically played Grand Blue Rising
true. You did.
or versus
Yesterday.
Rising. I am one of the people that got the free version because I don't currently have the time to put into Grand Blue
Mm-hmm.
because that's going to be taken up by Tekken. So I can talk about that. I like it. There are aspects I don't like. I think having more than one standard character would have been. I don't mind using Gran, but he is boring.
That's why
He is
you use Jita.
yeah. Cheetahs like in the movesets aren't the same, which is important
No,
to
yeah, they're
put
not.
out
Yeah.
there. Like Gran is absolutely toasted Wonder Bread. He is Ryu with a sword.
Yep.
Which is fair. It means I'll always have a character to fall back on. But I do like the idea of having a couple of characters always be unlocked and a rotating cast because it lets people try out things and find out if they're actually interested in this game.
Yeah, I feel like
The
they should have. Had Gran and Jita be permanent and had like 3 other rotating characters for it. I think that would have been best.
It would have been fine. I don't know if I want Gran and Jita because whilst Jita is better, just straight up better, she is actually just better Gran. I would have liked to see a more different character
Mhm.
unlocked, so people had 2 meaningful choices. I don't know who that character would have been. Maybe Lancelot, something like that. Like just something that was meaningfully different. But as far as this free version goes, it's pretty good. I can pop into lobbies and play online, which I didn't know about. I was worried that wasn't going to be a thing. I can
Mhm.
do the Grand Bruise Legends. That's nice. This game does correctly what I think it should do. I am not allowed into ranked.
Wait, yeah, you
I'm
are.
not allowed into ranked stuff.
Yeah,
But
you are. You're allowed to play ranked. I showed you that diagram. Ranked has a circle next to it.
oh,
So does casual. Both casual and ranked are like the only thing you weren't able to do is going to rooms. Have like room
that's
matches with your
right.
friends.
Yeah, yeah. So
You're able to do ranked.
hot take then.
You shouldn't be able to do ranked.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should allow them to do ranked. I think ranked is a big pull of the fighting game experience.
I don't
Why are
see.
you giving that away?
So I don't.
You
Well,
don't play fighting games, my guy.
yeah.
You
I
jump
no
in
no.
for like a week at a time.
I know, but like here's the thing. All right. Um, you will eventually be able to play as every character or whatever if you continuously play weekly.
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
um, and the only thing you're limited in ranked is the fact that you only have 4 characters you can play as. I don't see the issue of being able to play ranked on the free version because the 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 incentive to buy the game is to play as the other characters. All right.
Yeah, and that's probably the mindset, to be honest. I just look, my guy. If anything, I am arguing for the executives, which I shouldn't be doing. I just I would hide if I had to make a fighting game, let's say they gave me control of Grand Blue versus Rising Super Turbo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry guys, you wouldn't get ranked. You'd have to buy it to get a rank. And you absolutely wouldn't get the story mode. Yeah. But you would absolutely be allowed to play in a player match. And I guess I would also give away the fun little lobby mode, because that feels weird to hide. You want those rooms as full as possible, as often as possible. Otherwise, that's going to die.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you also want rank to be as filled up as possible too. So having free access rank also ensures that there's a lot of people.
I'm not sure I believe that. No, because anyone good, anyone who's gonna know this game is gonna get to the point where they're fighting the same 10 people in ranked anyway. That's how
anybody
it works.
wanting to play the game for ranked anyway is going to buy the game anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
But so there was no reason to not give it to people that aren't gonna buy the game, because the people that 100% are going to play ranked are going to be the people that buy it.
I guess. Point is, this is a good demo. This is a really good demo.
Yeah,
I like this demo.
I'm arguing for people to get more free stuff. You shouldn't give free stuff out.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I do recognize that this game needs to do well, especially after the failure that was the first game. I don't want them to give away a bunch of things and not have people buy it, so that we never get another Grand Blue fighting game.
You also can't get the season pass with the free version, so you're not going to be able to play as
True.
You're not going to be able to play as 2B. You're not going to be able to play as who I forget who the Beatrix and Vayne. So,
but yeah, long story short, I think this demo is great. I'd like to see a couple of characters unlocked full time, but I do like the rotating. This is just taking the League idea. I do like that a lot. I think the League idea works wonders, and it'll eventually get someone to crack and buy it. I probably will buy it down the road if people keep playing it, because I do enjoy it, and I am absolutely broken up. I can't play as Kata or Vera, but
at 1 week you will.
This is true actually.
Well, Vera was already I think last week. Vera was done last week, but Kata might be coming up at some point in time soon.
Yeah, but for now, I think this is great. I like this. I think this should be the standard going forward. I think I don't think a normal demo for a fighting game works. I just don't.
Looking at you, Tekken.
Because that it defeats, it misses the point. It misses the point of a fighting game.
Yeah.
The
fact you're not able to do online on Tekken, the Tekken demo is actually
so weird to me.
Yeah.
If you want to limit the roster to the 4 characters, sure. I also think that's a terrible idea. But I think Grand Blue has it right, and I hope this game does well. I hope all the Grand Blue games do well, because they're actually putting effort into it, and it gets away from their gacha. And look, anything to get these characters out of a gacha game.
Hey man.
So yeah, that's where I am. I enjoyed my holiday. Even despite my work, I got to work from home, so it was a proper holiday for me. Get to spend time with people pretty often. It was good. It was good. I liked it. I had a great time. I can't wait for the new year to happen.
The new year's already happened, man.
It is now.
Not for me yet.
We're 3 days into the new year.
I'm still off. I slept all of today. I woke up at 9 o'clock, took out my garbage, came back in, fell asleep, and woke up again at noon. It was great.
What you're saying is that Dahl's stuck in the past.
Yep. Until I have to go back to work, and then that'll be my new year. But hopefully, it works pretty good this year.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
Right. Well, that's gonna be it for now. We're just gonna we were just using this episode to catch up with everybody over the week. We're back. Normal shit will start next week. We're back.
Yes. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh,
What's your gaming New Year's resolution?
Oh God.
What
Somebody
game
go
do you want
before
to
me.
play?
Somebody go before me because I have to think.
Alright, I'll go first then since I asked. Hey, so Dragon's Dogma 2 was announced just late last year.
true.
So I do have Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen.
Mhm.
So I'm going to play through that, I think. That's one of my resolutions. I should continue actually I want to play that, Xmas gift to put onto the Perpetual Backlog gaming channel.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else should I do? I should also try to get deeper into Monster Hunter World because I tend to like cap out at like getting into MR and then snoozing. Maybe I should push myself
Our
harder.
times don't line up, but poke me anyway. I always want to
Yeah.
play Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunts. Obviously get through the rest of Final Fantasy 14 stuff before Dawn Trail.
Fair. Yeah. Honestly, big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else? If I'm ever oh, actually, also got another game to play. I love Romancing Saga as a series. It's another Square Enix series. And I got Romancing Saga 3 Minstrel's Tale.
The remastered one, yeah.
Oh, on Steam, yeah. I love it. So I'm going to replay that as well.
Yeah.
It's got such a good song for the intro. And it's very
the music
interesting.
was really good.
Yeah. And it's interesting because you get to play through different characters' stories. But there's also, the minstrel is the constant that pops in every story. But they eventually converge. And there's lots of different endings and stuff like that, depending on your choices. So, there's lots to do in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a big undertaking.
That. It is actually. It's quite a big, but lots to do in that game. So I do want to play through that too.
Cheering you on.
All right. Anyone else?
So I have a list of games that I want to play, and I've done all of the worst possible scenario for payment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I made them as expensive as possible, and it's come out to $400. My goal this year is not to spend more than this amount that I have set aside for myself for these games.
Aha.
That is Tekken 8, Relink, which is the only game here listed at $0. Oh no, it's one of two games listed at $0. Final Fantasy 7, Tales of Kanzera, Wukong, Hades 2, Metaphor, Refantasio, and The First Descendant. The other game,
You're not gonna
$0.
You're not gonna play Rise of the Ronin?
No, unless that game ends up being super Tsushima-like, I'm willing to give that a pass for now. That is not a game I need to play at launch.
That's fair.
So all these games together come out to be about $400, and this is like all worst case pricing. If I have to pay like absolutely max if I don't give any time, so it's still almost $500. I'd like to not spend more than $500 on games this year. I think that's an easy resolution to meet for most people.
True, but you also have to think here. There could be games that are announced
that haven't been announced yet. Exactly.
Yeah. So
we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to keep to this. What's important isn't the list, but the number at the end. So if a couple of these games need to be put off, they get put off. The only games on this list that I am absolutely not putting off are Hades 2, Grand Blue Relink, and Final Fantasy 7. Because I might as well not even put Tekken 8 on this list. I'm gonna buy it in like a week. It's just too soon for anything to get in the way of. Everything else, like,
gotta get all the Tekken out of your way when you get it, because you got 4 days. You got 4 or 5 days after.
I have a weekend before, and this is assuming that the Relink demo doesn't do the most evil thing possible and come out like the week before the game comes out.
Oh, okay. So if oh yeah, true. That's actually I think it's gonna come out the 11th. I think it's gonna come out.
I am hoping that I'm hoping that this comes out early in the month, Because if it waits till the end of the month when I'm playing Tekken, I'm going to be torn, and it's going to be mean.
Well,
And don't
okay,
take
so
my Tekken time away.
You won't have to play the demo. The demo won't give you anything because you're not going to be playing on. You're going to be playing on PC.
I'm not going to be playing on PS5. I'll be playing on PC.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So,
maybe good point. Good point. Looks like Tekken 8 is super safe at the moment.
Yeah. So there's that. But I think it's going to be on the 11th.
But I have a couple of games on this list that if like a game comes out that I must have, I can kick some of these games to the curb. 80s 2 just has me by the shoulders. I'm sure I've said it on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I love this game, and I am in love with all of the characters in this game. And I can't imagine that will not be true of the sequel. Grand Blue, I think I'm obligated to play, even if for whatever reason in the next month I come to loathe Grand Blue as a franchise. I am obligated to play this game.
I don't know how that would happen, but that I guess that would.
Neither do I, but and 7 is one of those cases I just don't want to be spoiled. This story has been wild. The story's been really interesting. So
that's the only game that
my goal
Grand Blue that I'm going to be playing.
Yeah, straight up. My goal: spend $400 or less this year on games because fuck, why are they so expensive?
Yeah, I feel that one. I guess it's me. All right.
Guess it's you.
Well, yeah. So, it's an absolute must that I get through Reverie and Kuro 2 before the next Trails game comes out, which will probably be sometime in September. Because that's just how Falcom releases their video games. This next Trails game is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So that's going to be great. September 26th is indeed a Thursday, so that's probably the day it's coming out.
Fair.
Let's see here. So that'll be my thing. I'm sure Little will be happy about it. That I'll get. I'm sure he was happy that I got through 4, the other day. So, so I got to get through Reverie and that. February is gonna be a really fucked month for me. It's gonna be so screwed for me, man.
I'm just praying with all of my heart that 2024 is not as aggressive with games as 2023 was. We need some space, guys. We need to breathe. Like 2023 is going to go down as like an all-time great year and an all-time terrible year. Also, hey, gaming industry, hear me out. Can your resolution not to be to lose 10,000 jobs this year?
Please.
Not gonna happen. It's only gonna get worse.
Can we? I'm not saying that there can be no lost jobs. I recognize rollover happens. Can it not be 10K? That's the last number that I heard sometime in early December, and it made me sick to my stomach. That is gross. Can we do better? Let's do better. I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's already screwed that that I'm not going to be touching Persona 3 Reload in February at all, just due to the fact that it comes out the day after Relink. So, but I am taking 8 days off for Relink. Taking 8 days off.
Go.
All right, so I'm gonna
it's
be
a
living
week
in that
for
game.
this game.
We
are absolutely getting to end game.
Yeah, getting to end game 100%. Gonna see how bad I am at this game at end game. All right, gonna grind all my characters to level 100. Gonna be great. So I think the only thing I can promise is that I'll get done with Reverie and Kuro 2 at least before the next Trails game comes out.
Understandable.
I will actually say that I will try to get them done before Kuro 1 hits English. because it's slated for next year. I just don't know when it's coming out next year. It could be summer next year, or could be around the same time. Fucking Farewell O Zemuria comes out. So, who knows? But yeah, nothing. I've actually got I mean, I could probably play one of those this week. I could probably go through a little bit of Reverie this week, which I might. Or if somebody pulls me for Lethal Company, I'll be playing Lethal Company. Or if somebody pulls me for Grand Brews, I'll probably be playing Grand Brews. Or doing more arcade for Rising. Because I've been doing. I got halfway through Nightmare in the Nightmare arcade in Rising, so I felt pretty good at that. Felt pretty good because
Heck yeah.
the AI in Nightmare Arcade is extremely aggressive. So I didn't die until I went up against Jita. And Jita kicked my ass.
Oh, Donjo.
I was playing Charlotta. Charlotta does a lot of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and let you say. We're gonna go ahead and say that. Her Skybound also does a lot of damage. So, that's me.
Yeah, I was chatting with D about that. It looks pretty
good. Yeah. That is me. That's what I'm gonna try to get to this week. I might pick up something else. I don't know. I'll probably play a little bit of Viewfinder because I haven't finished that yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell you what, guys. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to have this. Let's go for another year, shall we?
Yeah.
Hey. Now Dalt's pulling double time because he's on another podcast too.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell us about that?
Oh, okay. This is the second time I've been put on. So yeah, I'm also the editor of Celestia Radio podcast. You can find that on, I believe, everything, Spotify and Apple at very least. Definitely on YouTube. Look it up. It's me, our friend Matt, our friend Nat, because that's easy to say.
Yep.
And we just shoot the shit on various video game topics. A lot like this episode in particular. So, if you liked what you heard here and you're interested in something more, look up Celestia Radio.
And don't click on the one that has a pony on it because I'm very disappointed Matt didn't look it up before making that name. Now he's sharing a podcast name with a brony podcast that hasn't made videos for 10 years.
Matt, as far as I know, is not a brony, so don't click on that one.
Yeah, don't click on the brony one.
When looking for it, look for something a bit more heavenly inspired.
Yeah.
Oh no, boy! Oh boy! I hadn't looked up our own name yet because I make the videos, so I can look at them whenever I want. Oh no.
When Matt when I saw the name of the Discord server, I was like, is that going to be the name of the podcast? Then I like looked it up or whatever, and the first option was a brony podcast, and I was like, no, oh no,
that can't be right. Wait a second.
I'm not in love with this knowledge, but you mentioned they haven't made anything in a decade. Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty safe. Let's change up what people think of when they hear that name. Give us some love, please. Let's shoot us above that.
Hey, actually, I typed it in, and the first thing I get is 2 of the podcast episodes for you.
Hey, we're already doing it. Very good.
But right under it is the brony one. So
hey, look, that's fine. With the power of you all, we'll just push them further and further down. They're not even around. I don't even feel bad this time.
Yeah, true. True. Yeah. That's all I'm playing this week. What are you guys doing this week?
More Monster Hunter, more Final Fantasy, probably more Lethal Company at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's probably the baseline.
All right.
I don't know what else will happen.
Yeah, I'll definitely be Yeah, I'll definitely still be playing Monster Hunter, but yeah, Cyberpunk is going to be the main game of my time.
And one day we'll convince Dalit to play Lethal Company.
You really won't, though.
Would you really refuse if I bought it for you?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, that feels bad.
100%. So I need to say this because out of context, that sounds horrendous. I'm super happy with that game doing well. I'm super pleased that game blew up. I think that it's grand. It's just, please don't make me play those games. Your boy's a weenie. I don't like horror games. I just don't. I like, when you ask, hey, what's your favorite horror games? Resident Evil and Hellblade, neither of which is really a horror game. I guess I've played the Fatal Frame games, but playing and enjoying are two very different things.
Actually, old school Resident Evil, definitely a horror game.
Well, that's what I was
Resident Evil 2,
specific.
Resident Evil 2 Remake is actually a horror game.
I'm very specific. Resident Evil 4, and moreover, not even really the remake, like OG Resident Evil 4, because my favorite part about it is it's a B movie. It's a horror movie, I guess, but it's like a horror movie in the same way that Evil Dead, Army of Darkness is a horror movie. Because Evil Dead is actually a horror movie.
Yeah, the original Evil Dead, yeah.
But like Army of Darkness, like, yeah, that's a horror movie, we guess, but it's so camp.
Yeah.
No, it is just that game doesn't do anything for me at all. Matter of fact, it does a lot against me. My favorite part about Lethal Company, by a country friggin' mile, being chased by the word spider. The actual word. It is my favorite thing.
There is a mod that turns the Bracken into Ultra Instinct Goku, so that could be actually hilarious.
Oh, God.
It's
you just hear in the distance.
Yeah.
Who is charging up? What?
and then you get taken and your neck snapped.
Oh, God.
And then drugged back to the Bracken room.
Yep.
Yeah, there you have it. It's actually Goku Black. Oh, my God.
All right, well, if you guys made it this far, make sure to hit like and subscribe button, and we will really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys find us well in the year 2024, and we will see you guys next week.
Love you guys. Be good.
Bye, goodbye.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely